The fitness industry genuinely does not want me to explain this to you. These are all of the things, all of the questions they use to manipulate you into overthinking, into actually not making progress for yourself, and to make you buy their programs, buy their clothes. And that's being said from a fitness coach myself. But when your mind is filled with, oh, what split? Push, pull legs. Where do I go? How do I do it? What diet do I do? Gym. When you have so many decisions to make, when you have so many things that are running through your mind at all times, which hold you back, it creates what's called friction. When you have so many things you have to tackle, so many mental battles you have to get through before you even step into the gym, you're never going to get consistent. Because to get consistent, you have to fall in love. And overthinking is the number one way to guarantee that will never happen. So what we're going to do today is introduce what's called Simplemaxxing. And that will be the single greatest lever that you can use to actually make more progress. Or if you haven't made any progress yet, get the ball rolling. Number one thing right there. So we're going to erase all these questions to start you guys off, because that is step one. In order for you guys to really understand the key principles of what I'm about to go over, you have to understand one thing, one core concept about Simplemaxxing. This marker sucks. I'm going to throw this marker away. But the core concept is simple is greater than optimal. Simple is greater than optimal. Optimal will get you results. Optimal might really get you over the hump for specific things. If you're a bodybuilder, you should probably be training optimally. But if you just want to get in great shape, listen, if you just want to get starting out, you need to be Simplemaxxing. Simplemaxxing is about removing choices so consistency becomes authentic to you. Because you'll never build a love if it's not authentically you. If it's not your identity, if it's not part of who you are in spirit, you're never going to do it. This applies for everything. This applies for business. This applies for trading. This applies for literally whatever you want. This is about fitness. This is about getting in shape. But you can apply this to every aspect of life. And that's why it's so important. So how are you going to implement this into your life? Because my philosophy is that implementation is the absolute most important thing. I could teach you all the details, all this and that, but if I don't truly understand where you are in life and how you're going to put this into your life, I'll never help you. And that's the reason I'm qualified to help, is because I've been there and I completely understand what got me through my problems, my trials, my tribulations, the same ones that you guys have. And the one thing that kept me out of the gym for the longest time, it took me a long time. It took me years of the desire to do it, and then I had to do it badly for a long time, and then it took years of my life. It took so long. But the one thing that I can convey to you guys is a quick 3-step principle. I'm going to write it right here, and you guys, aha, it's going to make it so much easier. Very simple concept. Same days, same lifts, same meals. Same days, same lifts, same meals. It is quite likely when you first get into lifting, or when you first get into actually getting in shape, when you have the desire, you are going to have such an over influx of information coming from all areas. This is what creates all these questions you're going to have. So much information is there on purpose. Listen, the internet has so much information because that's what they want it to have. They know if you had that opinion, that you're going to be overwhelmed and you're never actually going to get the ball rolling. If I tell you 5,000 ways to push a snowball down a hill, how are you ever going to know which one is right? And chances are you're never even going to attempt to do it because you're going to be so caught up in, oh, this way might get it down there faster. It's not about that. It's about applying the logic. It's about having solid principles and systems and then applying them the same way every single day. So if you want to wake up at 8 o'clock because you have to work at 11, you understand, and you need to wake up at 8 to get to the gym, do that every day. Just make it part of your day every day, 8 o'clock. So wake up at 8, boom, 8. Great. Lifts. This is all you have to do. There are only a certain amount of muscles on your body, and most of them you're not even going to be training at the gym. The ones that you train at the gym are only the ones that exponentially grow. You're talking biceps, chest. So you guys know the ones, right? You don't have to have 6 different chest days. You don't have to have 11 different chest exercises. You don't need any of that. None of that is important. That's actually going to draw back your progress because it'll be harder to keep track of. You need one solid exercise, and if you can cover every single muscle group on your body you need to, which is simpler than you think, it's your legs, it's your posterior chain, and your anterior chain. Very simple. Legs, you do leg day. Posterior chain, you do pull day. Anterior chain, you do push day. Posterior, back, Posterior means behind. Anterior means in front. So everything in your anterior chain, your triceps, your shoulders, your chest muscles, you do that in one day. Because when you do a bench press, think about what you're doing. You're training your chest, your shoulders, your triceps. Biceps and back, those work together when you're, right? Pull day. Legs, pretty easy to do a leg day. Not complicated. If you think it's complicated, you've been indoctrinated by the people who want you to think that. I'm not even going to get into how to do any of that. If you want to know a simple way to do it, I have videos on it. Go check them out. But stay here for now. So if you can implement that, and then you can implement the same meals. I call them staples, right? There are certain things I eat pretty much every single day, and I don't take breaks. The only things you need to really understand if you want to have a goal, it's either you're going to be eating more, you guys understand, need the E, or less. Now, pretty self-explanatory. If you want to lose weight, you eat what? Less. If you want to gain weight, you eat what? More. Simple. When you overthink, oh, is this part of my diet? Yeah, it's so, you don't even have to track. You don't even have to track. You just have to get a rough idea, check the scale every once in a while, see if you're moving in the right direction. If you're not, then pivot. It's so much easier than people make it. Meals are probably going to be the most complicated part, but if you just eat the same ones every day, it's going to be easy. So I'm going to give you a little trick. Most people want to gain muscle and shred fat. That's a basic goal. There's different things you could do, but I'm going to give you a quick layout for how you can do that. Same meals. So if I eat 4 eggs for breakfast every day, 4 eggs, that's pretty cheap. A dozen eggs is like, what, $2, right? 4 eggs every day. And then I do 1 pound of meat every day. So whether that's ground turkey, ground chicken, ground beef, steak, pork chops, whatever it is, 1 pound of meat, 4 eggs. I do 2 scoops of protein per day. It's running you about probably $2 to $3 a day. More if you want to get the really nice protein. Cheaper if you get the crappier stuff. But it's all protein. And then maybe you do a scoop of Greek. You got a sweet tooth. You do a serving of Greek yogurt. So Greek yogurt. Let's do some quick math here. 4 eggs, that's 28 grams of protein. 1 pound of lean meat, that's anywhere from 80 to 100. Let's call it 100 for math's sake. So 100 plus 24. A serving of Greek yogurt is going to be about 15. And then you got 2 scoops of protein is going to be 60 plus 100, that's 160 plus 15, that's 175 plus 24 is 199 grams of protein. Boom, right there. You only need to be eating that much if you weigh that much to gain muscle, by the way. So if you're 150 pounds, you can cut some of that stuff out. So, by the way, we're spending $8 a day. We're getting up at 8, right? And you're doing the same 3 lifts. It's so simple. Just remember a couple of numbers, and you'll be there. It's that simple. Because you have to master the basics. The only thing I didn't explicitly tell you in this video is how to make a pull day and a leg day. Listen, if you do bench presses and you do push-ups on chest day, and you do some isolation tricep exercises, figure out how to do it, genius. Grab a rope and do that. Pretty simple. If you go do squats and leg extensions and hamstring curls on leg day, and you go do rows and bicep curls on pull day, that's all you need to do. You don't even have to go to the gym necessarily. Now, it helps. I'm not one of those people that does couch dips and tells you to work out at home. That's stupid. You should probably go to the gym because you got to get comfortable with it one day anyways. No bodybuilder has ever been to a gym. And nobody who's ever shredded has ever been in insane shape has not been to a gym. You're going to have to get used to that. If you focus on that, you get your 8 hours of sleep, you wake up at the same time every day. What, you're not going to get big? Really? All right, fine, cool. Show me somebody who does all that and doesn't get in the best shape of their life in 6 months. Right. Now, it's better because you are going to have questions. It's better if you have somebody to rely on, a mentor, but you could do it alone, man. You got it. It's going to take extra time, but you can do it. I'm breaking that negative belief that you got to have some insane, crazy fitness coach or you got to have this or that. You can do it. I'm giving it to you. Imagine when I give my clients who pay. I'm giving it to you. And then if you can combine all this, which I'm about to erase, combine this with one thing, you'll be golden. What is that one thing? I'm going to make it real simple because I'm Simplemaxxing. You make it automatic. If you make it part of your identity and make it happen without you even thinking about it, you will surpass all the other people who talk about going to the gym, the people that have already been lifting. You're going to surpass those people because nobody understands how easy it is. Nobody really understands how simple it is. It's not hard. It's never been hard. It'll never be hard. Consistency that you're going to get from this is just a byproduct of the simplicity. That's all it ever will be. So throughout the video, every example will tie back to this. Do I need perfect macros? Simplemaxx. Do I need to take supplements? Simplemaxx. What if I don't have motivation? Simplemaxx. But I missed 2 workouts and is my progress? Simplemaxx. Simple. Every single possible question you guys could ask me and the people that ask me in my DMs, I can always tie it back to this. This is my crutch as a coach, right? Like, make it simpler. And it works. I don't say it to be a jerk. I say it because it works great. In my mind, it's so intrinsic, but I understand I have to hammer it into yours because it's not intrinsic to most people because most people never get into the flow. But I've been in the flow, and this is exactly how it works. You just got to keep it simple. So in closing, I'm going to give you guys 3 rules, 3 things you're going to follow that if you do every day, I promise you'll be in the best shape of your life. In not even like 2 months, in 6 weeks. People will start to notice it. You'll start to feel like a different person in 4, 2. Really, it doesn't take long. So the 3 rules are going to be very simple. You're going to do You're going to do the same workout days, which I covered earlier. Same workouts. That's better. Same meals on the weekdays. Pro tip, if you go out on the weekends or you go out to eat on the weekends, all you have to do to get back on track is go look up or check the menu or ask the server, hey, how many calories does this have? How much protein approximately does this have? By law, they're required to have that information and answer that question. If it's over where you wanted to be, you move your calories down a little bit on Monday. And Tuesday, you're already back. It's like you didn't even do it. That's why I can eat whatever I want and look however I want. And then number 3, this is the training portion, so listen up. All you have to do is add weight. You do a little bit more weight each time, or you do a rep or 2 more each time. You go till your arm can't do any more curls, till you're done. And then guess what? The next day you're there, you're going to be able to do 1 or 2 more. And then guess what? The next week you're going to be able to do 5 more pounds. That's all you got to do. You don't even have to track it. Keep it in your mental and focus on what you're doing, and you'll get there. That's all you have to do. It's so simple. It's so simple. That's why I had to make this video, because it's really that easy. And if you've ever thought it was complicated, you're being psyoped, lied to, indoctrinated, all of the above. It's all stupid. Anyways, that is all you need to know. Thank you guys for watching. I'm literally going to edit this and post it. I'm just literally going to cut out the words. It's so simple. If you guys made it this far, you're blessed, because it's going to change the way you see everything. When it seems hard, Simplemaxx. Thank you for watching. Put this into action. Take notes. Watch it again if you have to. Apply the logic. Get to work. God bless.